Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm in Seven Dials, which is a really interesting part of London, a stone's throw from Covent Garden Tube Station, a short walk from Leicester Square. And the reason this is called Seven Dials is we've got 7 different roads that come off from this sundial. And this was built back in 1690, so the 17th century. And for a long time this became a slum area, but now it's a vibrant part of London with lots of restaurants, bars, there's a theatre behind me, and we're going to the Hawksmoor, which is just around the corner. So let's head round now. So here we are at the Hawksmoor restaurant, and this place has been open since 2010, so long-standing, really interesting buildings. We'll have a look when we go inside. What it is, it used to be one of London's biggest breweries, but it's now been really nicely converted. So we'll go in, have a look at the menu now. They've got a really nice set menu, so it's a low-cost version today. This is one of these budget deals where you get really high-end food for a great price. So let's go in and check it out. Okay, so here we are in the Hawksmoor restaurant, and this place is pretty pucker. This is really nice, great atmosphere, nice place. I mean, it's quiet at the moment because I've come in deliberately at a quiet time, so there's not hundreds of people in here because it's easier to film these things without having tons of people around. But if this was full, this would be a really great place right in the central. Now, I've got the 2 menus here. Now, this is the a la carte menu that you would just order normally if it wasn't a special deal. And I was just having a look, I was pricing up the set menu, which you can get on this set menu. They do 1 course for £19, 2 courses for £23, and 3 courses for £26. So I picked out a main and a dessert, and the cameraman has gone for a starter and a main. So we'll be able to look at all 3 different levels. Now, if you were to buy these things that we've just ordered off the menu, it would come to more than £50. So for a 3-course meal, you can get it for £26, an absolute steal, because it's the same quality of food, it's the same service, it's the same atmosphere, it's the same everything. It's just half the price. So this is a real hack, and you can get this at lunchtime and also pre-theatre. So it's a great deal to do. So in terms of what we've ordered, we'll go through it when the food arrives. But we've ordered a salad to start with. We've got a rump steak and a burger coming for the main courses, and a meringue tart for the dessert. So let's see what it looks like. Oh, and there's also a beer that the cameraman's ordered, and it's a special Hawksmoor beer. You can see that this place used to be a brewery. They've got their own special beers, so very nice too. I'll see you when the food comes. This is the starter, has just arrived. It's absolutely massive. In terms of the set menu, they're certainly not holding back on the portion. So this is the Hawksmoor Caesar salad. So we've got fantastically large lettuce leaves, lovely sprinkling of cheese on top here. There are some anchovies. There's a Caesar dressing as well. Let me just have a little taste of this. This is actually the cameraman's, so I'm stealing some of his food, but that's fine. That is a really nice salad, really crispy leaves, really tasty, lots of moisture in them. The cheese isn't too thick, not too heavy, just gives it that light flavour. I'm not a massive fan of anchovies, but they taste really good, and the dressing is superb. So great start by the Hawksmoor. Okay, so the food has now arrived. So we'll start off with the cameraman's main meal. He's allowed me to have a little look at it. So this is the burger. This is a double-decker burger, so you can see that there's 2 patties here, really nicely presented. I mean, that is fantastic high-end food. And a side of chips. So I'll start off with a chip. Let's see what they're like. Wow. They are incredibly good. Really hot to start with, very crispy on the outside, light and fluffy on the inside, and they've been really nicely seasoned. Oh. Wow, really crunchy, really nice. They're the best chips I've had for a long time. Let's have a little bit of this burger. Wow, I don't know how I'm going to get my mouth around it. It's so huge. Really nice though. So you've got cheese, some dressing, some onions, some things in there. So and the bun's really nice and soft. Wow. You can taste the quality of the beef in that. It's not like a McDonald's burger. That tastes really high end. That is really delicious. You see a gherkin popping out the bottom there. Right, let me give the cameraman back his food, and I'll get mine, which is the rump steak. So this rump steak on the main menu is £29. So just to remind you, I'm doing a set menu where you can get 3 courses for £26. So this is an absolute steal. The whole 3 courses basically cost less than this steak if you're buying it off the a la carte menu. So let's see. I've asked for it medium rare. So let me cut it in the middle to see what the cooking is like, because it's quite thick in the middle. It's quite narrow down the end. Let's see what medium rare is like here. Well, that looks pretty good. I'm impressed with that. So it's got a nice pink bit in the middle, better around the outside. It's quite crispy on top, so it's been char grilled. It does feel really nice. You just cut the piece off. Let's eat. That's a good piece of steak. That's really nicely seasoned, cooked well, delicious, really juicy. I've got some new potatoes as my side. Try one of those. They're nicely seasoned as well. All of this food is piping hot, presented really well. This is top class food for half the price, so absolute bargain. So let me finish the rest of this. I'll see you for the dessert. Right, the dessert has now arrived. So I've got a lemon meringue tart with some creme fraiche. Presentation looks fantastic. Service is really good in here. The people are really nice. Personally brought this, really impressive. So let's just have a bit of this. It does look good, and as you know, I've got a sweet tooth, so I do like. Ooh, look at that lovely piece of meringue. Wow, that's one of the best meringue tarts I've had for ages. Really zesty, really lemony, light, not too much meringue on it. If you follow the channel, you'll know I went somewhere where they had a meringue that was this size. I think that's about the appropriate amount because it's so sweet meringue. It's basically like pure sugar, so you can't have too much of it. It's got a nice crispy base. Bottom, let me have a little bit of creme fraiche as well. That's absolutely delicious. That's one of the best I've had for ages. So let me finish this and I'll see you outside for the wrap up and the bill. Right, I've now finished my set lunch menu at the Hawksmoor. What was it like? Well, as you saw from the video, the food itself was absolutely impeccable. Started off with a lovely Caesar salad, big portion. The lettuce was really fresh, really nicely dressed, tasted super fresh, really nice, really enjoyed that. The burger, very impressive, double-decker burger, high quality ingredients. It tasted like real meat, it didn't taste like a sort of processed burger. Very, very, very tasty. I had the steak, which was also really nice, really well cooked, medium rare, perfect, nicely char grilled on the outside. My only minor complaint with it was a little bit of gristle and a little bit of fat, so I had to cut off maybe 15% of the steak I didn't eat because it was a bit gristly, but that's just the way it is on some cuts. Some of them come with more fat than others, so that's just unfortunate, I guess. So, but overall, really good. The sides on that, the chips and the potatoes, really good quality, really well seasoned, lovely, piping hot as well, so very, very good. And then the dessert was the best lemon meringue tart that I've had in a long time, and I've had quite a lot of them. So overall, the food can't really fault it. Right, what about the bill? Let's have a look at that. Well, as you saw from the a la carte menu, we'd have ordered all of those different items on the a la carte menu. It would have come to well above £100. The steak itself was £29 on the a la carte. I got 2 courses for £23, so I got 2 courses for less than the cost of one. So the total price that we've paid here, and this includes 1 beer as well, has come to a grand total of £53 plus 12.5% service charge of £6.63, so total of £59.63. That is an absolute bargain for the quality of food and the service and the environment and the location right in Seven Dials in the heart of London here. So my overall score for the Hawksmoor restaurant, I'm giving it a solid 8 out of 10, and you know that if it's above 7.5, I would definitely come back here. I would recommend this to anybody that's coming to London. Look this place up. It's not just all about beef. You can have chicken and fish, lots of other options on the menu, so check it out. It's definitely worth coming to. So thank you very much for watching this video all the way through to the end. Please give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't done so already, and I'll see you again on the next.